close your eyes. Now imagine you can never close them again. You can't die. You've already tried. Every way there is. Drowning, fire, time itself. None of it works. So you stopped fighting it, and you started watching. This is everything you will ever see, from the very first light to the very last. This is the entire life of the universe, and you are going to witness all of it. Welcome to forever. It begins with everything, everywhere, at once. No stars, no space as you know it, just a single point, hotter than anything that will ever exist again. And then it lets go. In less than a second, the universe grows larger than a galaxy. You're inside the explosion, and it does not slow down. For 380,000 years, there is only fog, too hot for light to even move. Then all at once it clears. The universe takes its first breath, and light flies free for the very first time. Hold on to this moment. It is the brightest the sky will ever be. For 100 million years, darkness. Then gravity does its quiet work. Gas collapses, pressure climbs, and the first star ignites. One point of fire in an ocean of black. Then a billion more. Galaxies wheel into being around you. Rivers of light spinning in the dark. 9 billion years in a quiet corner of an ordinary galaxy, a small yellow star flickers on. A third planet cools, oceans form, and then something happens that the universe almost never does. It wakes up. Life, it crawls, it swims, it stands, it builds. It asks who it is. Every empire, every war, every love, every name ever spoken happens in the time it takes you to blink. And then it's gone. You almost missed it. You want to stay. You can't. Time only moves one way, and it is speeding up. The little yellow star is changing. It swells, red and bloated, 1,000 times its size. The oceans you watched form boiled away into space. The blue planet, the only place you ever saw life, turns black, then molten, then is swallowed whole. There is no funeral, no one left to hold one. The universe doesn't even notice. And here's the part no one warned you about. Earth died in the first 3 minutes. You have so much further to go. The galaxies drift toward each other. Yours collides with another, Andromeda, and for 100 million years the sky burns with newborn stars. It is the last great celebration, because after this, the lights begin to go out. New stars are born slower and slower, and then almost never. The bright blue giants die young and violent. Only the small, cold, stubborn red stars are left, and they burn for trillions of years, dim as dying embers. The universe is growing old around you. It is still beautiful. It is just quieter now. You've stopped expecting company. Somewhere out there, the last star is still burning. Just one. After 100 trillion years of fading, the final ember runs out of fuel and goes dark. And for the first time since the beginning, the universe is truly black. No sunrise will ever come again. No new star will ever be born. You reach out your hand and you cannot see it. This is the moment you finally understand what forever actually means. Everything that ever made light already has. But the dark is not empty. In it, giants are waiting. Black holes, the corpses of the largest stars, and the hearts of dead galaxies, drift through the void, swallowing whatever is left. For a stretch of time longer than every moment that came before it combined, they are the only thing that happens. Even the atoms grow tired. Matter itself may begin to dissolve. Protons unraveling after a number with more zeros than this universe has room to hold. The furniture of reality is quietly being taken apart. And still, you remain. Even monsters die. A black hole is not truly black. It leaks one particle at a time, so slowly that a single one can outlast a trillion universes. But slow is no defense against forever. One by one, they evaporate. And then there is one left, the last structure in all of existence. You watch it shrink and shrink, and in its final instant, after 10,000 trillion years, it bursts. One last flash of light in the dark. The final event. The universe's last heartbeat. And you are the only one who saw it. Now there is nothing, not darkness. Darkness is a thing, and there are no things left. No light, no heat, no difference between here and there, or then and now. Time still passes, technically, but nothing ever changes again, so it stops meaning anything at all. This is the heat death of the universe, the end of the story, and you are still here, in a silence with no edge and no end. Forever, take a moment. You have all of them, or maybe not, because in a universe of infinite time and restless quantum chance, nothing may be unstable. In perfect emptiness, the smallest flicker, a single particle blinking into being, could be the seed of everything. A new point, hotter than anything that will ever exist again. And then it lets go. Maybe you've seen this before. Maybe you'll see it again, forever. But you, watching this right now with a heartbeat and an ending. You are not immortal. And that is not the curse. That is the gift. You are alive in the single brightest moment the universe will ever have. The stars are still burning. Don't waste it.